Welcome to SayBrazil, the channel where learning Portuguese feels like therapy. Today, we're talking about one of the most common words foreigners hear in Brazil, gringo. Now, if you've seen too many internet debates, you might think gringo is an insult, maybe even a curse word. Relax. In Brazil, it's not. Nobody is summoning bad energy when they call you that. In fact, it's almost affectionate, like a nickname you didn't ask for but now you're stuck with. Picture this. You're wandering the streets of Rio in socks and sandals, looking like you just escaped from a travel brochure. Someone points and says, "Odio gringo!" Nobody's mad, nobody's offended. What they mean is simply, you're clearly not from here, and that's adorable. Here's where it gets interesting. In Brazil, gringo doesn't just mean American, it's universal. You could be from Germany, Japan, Italy, or even another Latin American country. Doesn't matter. If you're not Brazilian, you're a gringo. Brazilians are generous like that. Equal opportunity labeling. But here's the twist. Sometimes, gringo isn't even about your passport. It's about the vibe. Show up to a beach in a Hawaiian shirt, slather on sunscreen like you're preparing for battle, and order coconut water in the most awkward Portuguese imaginable, you're definitely a gringo. But guess what? That's not a bad thing. In fact, many Brazilians find it charming, like watching someone try capoeira for the first time and immediately trip over their own feet. Teaching time. The word gringo actually came to Portuguese through Spanish. Historians argue about where exactly it started, but one popular theory is that in Spain, people would say hablar en griego, to speak Greek, when they didn't understand someone. Over time, griego may have morphed into gringo, meaning foreigner with a confusing tongue. Brazil adopted it, polished it up, and turned it into something softer. Now, it just means outsider, without the hostility. Think of it less like a slur and more like a cultural stamp in your invisible passport. So what happens when you get called a gringo in Brazil? Nothing bad. Nobody's about to duel you in the street. It's more like a backstage pass to the comedy show that is daily Brazilian life. You'll make mistakes with the language, you'll clap when the plane lands, you'll sweat through your shirt after one bite of feijoada, and someone will laugh and say, "Typical gringo." That's not rejection, that's an invitation. Because here's the real secret. Brazilians love it when foreigners dive headfirst into the chaos. Mispronounce pão de queijo? They'll correct you, but they'll also hand you another one. Try to dance samba and look like a malfunctioning robot? They'll laugh, but they'll still pull you into the circle. Being a gringo isn't a bad thing. It's a rite of passage. So if you ever hear someone say gringo, don't panic. Don't start rehearsing comebacks in Duolingo. Just smile, accept the badge, and wear it proudly. In Brazil, it doesn't mean enemy. It doesn't mean outsider forever. It just means you're not from here, but you're welcome anyway. And honestly, that's the best deal you're going to get as a foreigner. So now you know, gringo is not a bad word. It's Brazil's way of gently roasting you into the family. Which means, congratulations, you're officially in on the joke. And hey, if this quick Brazilian guide even made you snort through your nose, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop your funniest travel questions in the comments. Who knows, your story might be the next video.